Do you ever wish you could ditch your car, walk everywhere, and live just steps from the ocean in almost every direction? Well, James Bay might be for you. And honestly, it's one of Victoria's most vibrant and also its oldest neighborhood. We are sandwiched by the ocean on two sides with downtown bordering on the other. You can get absolutely everything you need done on foot. Most people who live in the area commute to work by walking. And it's got this eclectic, vibrant charm mixed with a lot of history. It's an outstanding place to live, but there are some things you should consider if you're thinking about making it home. I'm Sean P. I'm a real estate agent living in Victoria, and on this channel, I make videos to help people understand how to navigate our real estate market. If you're new, please like and subscribe so you don't miss anything else that I put together. And also, if you have plans involving real estate, I'd love to help you in any way that I can. And you can use the link in the description to book some time to jump on a call with me. Okay, let's dig in. So what's so special about James Bay? Well, I think if you haven't had a chance to visit, a lot will become clear when you actually walk through the streets in this area, because a big part of what makes it so special is its incredible charm. And that's something that's hard for me to describe. So I'll give you some context. James Bay, again, is the oldest neighborhood in Victoria. It's where this place started. And so it's got a ton of history, old buildings. It is where the Parliament buildings are located, and they're absolutely beautiful. So I think the history and just that cultural vibe when you walk through the area really is a big part of what makes people so attracted to it. In terms of amenities, I mean, you've got the ocean surrounding the entire area almost, and the area that isn't the ocean is the access to downtown and the Fairmont Empress, the Parliament buildings, but then as well Beacon Hill Park. So if you were to bicycle in a circle around the perimeter, you'd see the Parliament buildings, Beacon Hill Park, then you'd be on the waterfront visiting Dallas Road, which is arguably some of our most picturesque waterfront. You could visit Ogden Point, which is where the Breakwater Walk is, which is just absolutely stunning and really connects you to the ocean. Following that, you'd be in the Inner Harbor and you could see the houseboats and go for French fries on the pier. You could see street performers and you'd be back where you started in really not very much time. It's a small area and it just packs such a punch for how small it is geographically. It's also plugged in culturally. Again, we've got the Parliament buildings. Right next door is the museum. There's the IMAX theater. So there's just a lot to do. But I think the thing that really makes people want to make this home is actually the pedestrian aspect of the area itself. You can get anywhere on foot. We've got farmers markets, we've got little bakeries and cafes, it's got its own grocery store. Most people who live in James Bay commute to work on foot. And because it has a little bit of something for everyone, it's also got a really beautiful blended demographic. There's a lot of facilities for seniors. So starting at the top, we have a lot of people who choose to make this a place during their golden years. We have people who come and go. If you're someone who only spends part of your year here, this would be a perfect location because, again, it's so pedestrian. And then we also have a mix of younger professionals who just love the vibe and want to be part of the culture. When I look at James Bay, I think one of my absolute favorite aspects of it is the level of activity and integration that the people living there enjoy. It's so close to everything, and it's also a central spot for most of the stuff that's going on in town. So you're literally living in it. And in addition to that, you're also surrounded by the water. So we find that a lot of people take up active water sports when they live here, which is just such a great thing to celebrate if you're making this your home. There's always something going on, whether it's something small that's just for the community like park cleanups or art walks, or it might be something that's specific to a certain demographic group. Like again, we have all kinds of programs for seniors to help them age better in place, living in a vibrant part of our city. But then there's also a lot of larger stuff that is organized by the city of Victoria on a whole. So on foot, you can enjoy all of the parades that we have throughout our season. There's concerts downtown, there's buskers in the summertime. In the winter, they light it up and they decorate. It's just absolutely beautiful. You have the Harbor Ferry, which is a great way, really close to your doorstep, to just jump on a little boat and get over to Vic West and have lunch, or maybe just explore the harbor in general. And then we also have every single parade that takes place throughout the course of the year. The majority of them are going to start or stop in James Bay. And in the summertime, every weekend we run a farmer's market, which is one of the best in the area, so you can eat local produce and sample local goods. It's just, if you want to feel like you're part of an integrated and active community, this is one of the absolute best places that you can be in Victoria. And it's got a thriving pulse because it's just so close to absolutely everything. You can't avoid being part of your community if you live here, and that is what really stands out. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about who James Bay is perfect for. Now, I think everyone should take a quick look at the very least before they decide to move somewhere else. However, there are a few groups of people who I think would do really, really well in James Bay. And the first one is younger people who are just starting their real estate journey. Because we have some older condo buildings here, it's actually well stocked with affordable condos. Older buildings tend to sell at a really great price. And so you can start here for probably less than you might think and have access to everything in the city without needing to also own a car, which is again a great way to save. I also think if you're younger and you don't have a bunch of dependents that are taking up your time like kids, well, that gives you the opportunity to really engage and embrace the community, which is part of what makes James Bay so great. The next group I think that should look really closely at James Bay would be downsizers, people who have got their kids out of the house and they don't need all that square footage. You could enjoy moving into a low maintenance condo, or maybe look for some of the heritage properties if you've still got it in you, and enjoy something really unique while being right in the center of our city. Finally, if you don't live in Victoria year round, and you want this to be a place that you come back and forth from, James Bay would be amazing because you could really plug into all that the city has to offer. And again, you don't need to prioritize keeping a vehicle here. I always am so grateful that people take the time to watch these YouTube videos. And if you're enjoying these, please remember to like and subscribe before you click next. And again, if you have any questions about real estate, I'd also love to connect and offer you any help I can. You can connect with me using the link in the description. I'm Sean P, and I can't wait to drop our next one. Thanks for watching.